Soul Tribe. It's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. This is your late night check-in for the 12th, March 12th, 2022. But this is a time of shooting, so whenever you see this, you're supposed to. Heavy on the attempt to get in and out. Someone attempts to get in and out. It doesn't go that way. That backfires. Someone attempts to get in and out. Someone attempts to get their message out quickly, and it ends up going a lot longer than they wanted to. They talk a lot more than they wanted to. They ramble on. Hey y'all, welcome. Have you on this being a problem for someone else, And the thing is this, that I don't really feel like whoever it is that's rambling or whoever it is that's rambling or who's unleashing a lot, who's saying a lot, who's unleashing, someone is talking. Someone came intended to do something and they start channeling. Or they start rambling, whatever it is, something of this energy, something of this nature where they say more than they want, and whoever's on the receiving end legit could want to hold space, or under the right circumstances would care, or needs to care, or does care, but this person has caught them at the wrong time. Heavy on the catching someone at a bad time, catching someone at a wrong time. They don't have the capacity to hold space in that moment. They don't have the capacity to be somebody's emotional dumping ground, or this is you. You don't have the capacity to be on the receiving end of what somebody needs from you. What someone has to say, what someone's grievance is, what their issue is with you. This doesn't mean that you don't care, you just can't. Someone could have somewhere to go. Someone could be completely depleted. Heavy on someone being really depressed. Someone being really emotional. Having a lot of the things going on with themselves. Really distracted. Having a lot of things to tend to. And so they can't be there. And it's important for whoever this is that is emotionally unloading to not take it personally. Meanwhile, I feel like they do. Though they will. If this person doesn't respond, if they don't get some type of response, if someone doesn't hold space in some way, they will take it personally. Or you will take it personally. I feel like multiple truths exist. This energy is out here. Some of y'all showing up, but also y'all dealing with someone who does this to you. They just may not be as in close proximity to you as you are with the person that you unleash to somehow, or you unload on somehow. Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit, God, spirit, animal, source, God, universe. I pray that we are moving through our emotions in the best way possible. I pray that we are loving on one another. We are loving on ourselves, that we are resting. We are healing. We are cleansing. We are doing our best to stay open, stay creative, to be loving, to communicate in a really healthy and fair way. Please allow me to tap in with my soul tribe and just see what messages you have for us at this time. I don't know where this reading is going to go, Spirit. Please protect this space from any negative energies. Only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Alright, so boom. I also really feel like forgetting what day it is. Forgetting what day it is. Being off somehow. Something being off about the day. This day feeling like another day. Or, yeah. Getting your dates mixed up. Getting times mixed up. 8-8. Somebody's caught in a loop. So you know, someone feeling as if they're caught in a loop. Someone keeps doing the same thing over and over again, ending up in the same spot. Someone thinks they need to go in one direction, and so they do, but they end up in the same spot somehow. It does feel like Sunday. Yeah, I keep thinking it's the school night, but it's the weekend. It's just, it feels like the wrong day. The affirmation for the day is I will never be quiet about the things my soul needs. Today I try something new, and I will not be worried about whether or not it's perfect. I control my desire to escape or distract myself from my problems with other people and vices. I hold myself to an even higher standard than I hold others. I expect more from myself than anyone. I've got my hands full with me. I'm going to read it again. I will never be quiet about the things my soul needs. Today I try something new, and I will not be worried about whether or not it's perfect. I control my desire to escape or distract myself from my problems with other people and vices. I hold myself to an even higher standard than I hold others. I expect more from myself than anyone. I've got my hands full with me. Heavy on the being in a space of having to, it's two things. One, someone really feels like someone who has never really had a problem using their voice per se, saying what they need to say per se. This could very well be saying what they need to say in a way that people will be receptive to it. But I don't feel like um, on one end there's a group of you that have never had a problem saying what you need to say, expressing yourself, getting it off your chest. It's just that no one's listening, or have never felt that anyone is listening. And then on the other end, there's a whole other group that hasn't felt like anyone has ever given a shit what they've gotten to say, really haven't been able to find their voice, and they're being asked to. A lot of self-care this month, a lot of self-care, a lot of fuck it, I just gotta choose me. Whether y'all want to, I feel like intentions be there, intending to show up for other people, or in general a certain way, but spirit just not letting you, forcing you to rest. But what the hell was I saying? I got distracted. What was I saying? What was I saying? Voice. Oh, thank you. Right. One group I feel like has been using their voice, just nobody's been listening, and you're being asked to not to use your voice, but to use your voice in a more loving way. I feel like, and when you feel like no one's hearing you, people wonder why people yell. People wonder why people get really angry, or people wonder why people yell. It's because they don't feel heard. Not because they, not because they want to, they want to communicate with you, coming in on 10. They end up on 10 because at some point in the communication and the conversation, somehow they don't feel heard. Right now, we're not saying that that's okay. That's healthy. I'm just saying that this is why people yell as an example, right? So I feel like using your voice, but having to find a softer way to convey your message, having to also be able to see more than just how you feel about it, your emotions. There's something about not feeling validated, your emotions not feeling validated. And so finally being in a space where I don't care. I am going to speak up about the things that I need to speak up about. I will not be silenced anymore. That type of energy, like I matter, that type of energy, but screaming it, nobody gets, like, it's something about this. Like, it's too easy for people to write you off as too emotional. It's too easy for people to write you off as you being problematic somehow, you being abusive somehow, or whatever it is, you being in the wrong somehow, you know, because your emotion, your emotions are leading you. And even though your emotions are important and you're supposed to convey what you're feeling emotionally, they can't lead you while you do it, or no one will hear you. You won't get the response that you really want, that you really deserve. I deserve to feel how I feel. If it's a problem, fuck it. That's one level, right? That's one level. That's true. You're true. You're right. That's one level to it. The other level is that life is happening to all of us at all time. At all times. 10 on the clock. You're not the only one that was feeling something. You're not the only one feeling something. And if you really want your voice to be heard, you have to figure out healthy ways to convey the things that you need to say. It's not fuck it. It's not fuck it. I was talking about this a couple of my lives ago, because at this point, if you're really doing this work, man, then the people that are in your life are people that you value. And so it's more than just, this is how I feel, fuck it. No, that is irrational. That is illogical. You cannot run on your feelings. They can't just be like, this is how I feel, fuck it. Sometimes some people get road rage, want to run people over. They can't just fucking do that because this is how they feel. Fuck it. I know I'm dragging it. I know I'm taking it to an extreme. But follow me. Hear what I'm saying? That's why the title is what it is right now. Maybe it's me. That energy, because there's going to be an aha moment with someone real, when someone shows you somehow that the way that you're responding, or the way that you're showing how people are hurting you, is just as bad as the people that are hurting you in whatever way. It's just as abusive. It's just as bad. And I don't mean you. I mean, this is the energy. Feel me, baby? Like, and so to that group, needing to find a way, like, shout out to It Puzzles Me, Fate, coming through with the blue heart. Needing to find a way to love on your throat chakra, find a way to connect with your inner peace. Heavy on the working with the color blue intentionally at this time. I love my blue candles. I've been doing my blue candle rituals for like the last 3 days behind this energy that's out here. Having to balance. For some of you, it's to speak up more. For some of you, it's like every time I talk, nobody wants to talk to me after that. For some of you, it's because you're too aggressive. And for others of you, it's because you emotionally dump. And for some of you, it's because both. You emotionally dumb. Not only is every time someone talk to you, it's a fucking lecture where they got to be on the receiving end, on the receiving end of your yeah. How much can they take? That energy. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. Real shit. And also, right, it's the boundaries part. Like you have like even when you have a fucking grievance, even when you have a problem legit with someone, having to fucking ask them, is this a good time to talk? See, ooh, that's good. I definitely emotionally dump on my friends. And you know what? That's not a bad thing if you ask permission and you get it. Legit. Having to ask before you emotionally dump. We all be hurt. Everybody's hurt. That's the point. Hurt people hurt people. And so if you just be hurt, what do you think you sound like when you're conveying that? How do you think you're conveying that? Again, even when there's a grievance, having to really ask somebody, yo, can I talk? I really got something, we gotta talk. Or I really got something I need to talk about. Do you have a minute? Not just starting, not just jumping it off, like not knowing how somebody day is going, what side of the bed they rolled out, you know what I mean? They rolled out of whatever the fuck, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they woke up on. That's the saying. Not knowing what side of the bed they woke up on. Thank you, Spirit. And having to give a fuck even though you're upset. Having to give a fuck even though you're hurt. No, listen. You know I know how that shit go. When you have your friends, but even with you, even I'm telling you, even with your friends that's okay to do that with, that you ain't gotta ask that with. Be aware of how you emotionally dump. You are emotionally sensitive. We know what it's like when people emotionally dump on us. Sometimes make sure, right? This could be somebody who definitely don't mind. Make sure you know what somebody got going on before you emotionally dump is just the message I keep getting. It's not that it's not okay to do so at all. But like it's feeling like bad timing. Someone meaning well, someone wanting to be there, someone wanting to show up a certain type of way, someone wanting to respond a certain type of way, it being bad timing, or someone literally definitely has something else going on at the same time. They could kind of use you checking in on them too, type energy, or someone checking in on them too. It's like they may not say it, that this part as well too. Whoever it is that may be dealing with a lot or is gets dumped on somehow may not say it. Yes, but some people don't understand you and decide to make conflict. Then you have to use your discernment in those connections, in those situations, and move accordingly, right? It's release or unleash. Who you want to meet? I'm going to do my best though. I'm gonna do my best though, especially if I really value you in this connection, or especially if I really want to get to a place of uh, uh, healing or understanding, or you know what I'm saying, like have the situation rectified or get whatever justice that I feel needs to be, whatever. But this energy is out here. Also, I really feel like accountability doesn't have to look like blame. A lot of people are afraid of taking accountability because they don't want to take the blame. Being asked to separate the two and taking accountability just looks like owning up to the part that you played in something. The part that you play in something. It's really easy to look at other people and see their flaws. It's real easy to look at other people and judge or see where they've went wrong. Sometimes it's harder for us to see when it's us, or when we are part of it. Or when the way that we are showing up is adding fuel to the fire. When ultimately what's hurting us most is that the situation at hand is not being healed. Because nobody got time. We don't got time for that no more. To be fighting, to be fighting, to be arguing, to be arguing, to be screaming, or to get shit off my chest just because it feels good. That gratification to get some shit off my chest. Like, what's the purpose? Where is this energy? Where are you directing this energy to? What's the purpose? You need to be really intentional with everything that you do, including your conversations, including the way you unload your emotions, or the way that you know, tell people what you need to tell people. And this may not apply to everybody in the same way. This may be more so geared towards those of you who really end up in battles somehow with the people that you love. Really asking yourself, was you supposed to fucking say that? Did you do that right? Did you approach this the right way? Really asking yourself, having to check yourself, be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. And is the way that you're showing up fucking healthy? Is it abusive? Is it toxic? Is it all of the fucking things that you accuse someone else of being? I got a Leo Mercury too. You ain't said nothing. You ain't said nothing. I know. Comes off as burns, even if it's the truth. Absolutely. There's always a way to say your truth. Let me make sure they're okay. I just want to double check. I hear Luna complaining. You okay with this? You okay? You okay with her? Jimmy? Sure. I'm online. You okay? All right. Yeah. Let's pull some fucking cards. Let's just pull some fucking cards. On another note, though, I really feel like jumping off something new, doing something that you haven't done before. Or now, this could have been something that's been an idea for a while. You know what I'm saying? Something you've been thinking about doing. Not sure if you can do, if you can pull it off, if you'd be good at it. It may be a little rocky the first time doing it. There may be some things that need tweaking. Truly. And for others of you, this is something you've been cooking for a while. Somebody been cooking something for a while and been sitting on something and finally released it, finally took the leap, finally jumped it off, and it's so worth it. It's gonna be so worth it. But the way it's important for you to sustain it. 2222, yeah, it's feels really good. The honeymoon phase of anything and everything feels really good, but it's work. Marriage is work, right? And when you are commitment to something, starting a business, whatever it is, you are married to that thing. You are taking a commitment to that thing. So once you get past that honeymoon phase, once you get past that honeymoon phase, you gotta make sure that you stay consistent. Or once that initial excitement wears off, 2255. Once that initial excitement wears off, and the only thing that you're left with is your discipline. Where you gonna be at? It being important to work on that discipline now. This full moon in Virgo is really giving what that discipline looking like. Because what that discipline looks like, whatever that discipline is looking like, is telling you what the next chapter looks like. Whether it's a level up or you in the same place, whether you stagnant or you leveling up. Period. Heavy on the being able to see everyone around you moving up, or a lot of people moving up around you. If you're in the right circles. And if you're not seeing that, you're in the wrong circles. If everybody around you is not doing better for themselves, if everybody around you is not actively going out their way to do better than themselves, better for themselves, really making sure that they make the most out of the life that is theirs. You got the wrong, you in the wrong circle. You around the wrong people. Yeah, I just feel like something is long overdue. Something takes somebody years to do. Somebody's not done yet. Heavy on the not done yet. Someone's like, yo, I done put years into this and ain't got what I wanted out of it. Someone like, I ain't done yet, or you ain't done with this cycle yet. Or some of you, it's taking somebody, or will take somebody years to produce a project. It's been years since somebody's done something. Heavy on someone being a world away Something about this, a world away from where they used to be. I also really feel like there's this thing is coming out again. I'm telling you, that's that maybe it's me shit. It's something about this. I just watched a video on fucking IG talking about this. Well, what if Captain Hook was really wasn't a bad guy? Because what if Captain Hook really was just trying to stop Peter Pan from kidnapping more kids? Cause think about it. He never goes after the kids. He only goes after Peter. Peter. I loved Hook. Anyway, that energy, right? I literally just watched this like right before I got on the live. And then that energy is coming out here because I really feel like this energy of having to see the story through the eyes of the villain, of the person that you think is the fucking villain. Some of you is because the person that you think is the villain is actually someone you really care about. That's why it's important that you see the story through the eyes of the villain. It's like the older you get, the more you realize the villain wasn't so bad. Heavy on someone knocking, someone wanting to get in. My DM is Peter Pan. Shift in perspective is needed about someone that you get really frustrated with or you think is wrong. It doesn't have to be so much about demonizing someone. I'm heavy on the demonizing someone. Just full blown telling yourself at this point, someone just got to be fucking full of demons the way that they be acting, or the fact that they won't give in to you, or they won't give you what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is not being true at all. It's not being true at all. This person just being as stubborn as you are, or this person being as hurt as you are, or this person got trauma. This person could only fucking meet you where they can meet you, and you know, they can only meet you where they could fucking beat you. But I'm dead ass. Like, be like full blown telling yourself, yo, you are a fucking demon. Just, I'm convinced you're a fucking demon. You have to be. You are here to attack me. And I must protect myself from you. That energy. And I just feel like, no. No. There are plenty of those. There are plenty of those out here. That's a real thing. That's a real worry. That's a real worry. Don't think that it's not. 12, 1 o'clock. 12, 1 o'clock. That's a real thing. That's a real worry, but not with the person that you're accusing of this, or not the person you looking at this way. Fucked up thing is I feel like this person really cares about you or loves you even, or girl, me too. This morning, I feel like something that you said or you did a year ago, or a year and a half ago, or 2 years ago is still relevant. It still hits. It something that you said or you did, things that you used to do, have you on the classic. Someone needs to know that something is a classic. Someone is a classic. Timeless. When you say timeless, you mean timeless. When someone says forever, they mean forever. Some of you like, y'all don't put up with so much. Meanwhile, the person that you also been dealing with has been on the receiving end of so much of your shit. So much. Certain things getting thrown in their faces. Heavy on it getting really fucking abusive. Heavy on making someone, emasculating someone. It being a lot at times. I feel like being extremely emotional today. Queen of Cups is giving fucking Pisces, Sun, Cancer, Moon energy. It really is. It's giving the Sun in Pisces and the Moon in Cancer. Real fucking watery. Real watery and emotional. Needing to fucking cry and rest. Cry and rest. That energy. I also really feel like having to check yourself when you prioritize somebody's happiness over your own. Having to be okay. Some of you fight so much because you're not okay being alone. Allowing yourself to be alone. Allowing yourself to be alone when you're not your best self, or when you want so much, you want someone to give you some attention so fucking bad and they just refusing to. You need to make it a day of loving on yourself. You need to call back that energy and focus on you and love on yourself. Having on needing to replenish yourself, needing to recharge, needing to drink extra water, needing to be silent, heavy on the resting, your throat chakra, cups of tea, lots of liquids, even soup. I literally feel like needing to be snuggled up, needing to be in a blanket, needing to be snuggled up, needing to be comfortable. I feel like tomorrow's going to be another day of healing, or needing to heal, needing to recover, recharge, recoup. May make you sleepy, may make you emotional. I just feel like whatever you do, don't be the Knight of Swords or this Page of Swords. Hermit in reverse, fucking isolate yourself, especially from important, or this Taurus, isolate yourself, or from your partners, or from important connections, or even work, running your business, or even trying to help others, lead others, heal others. Take a fucking day off if you need it. Allow yourself to rest if you need it. Ace of Spears in reverse with the Five of Spears. I just feel like it being overwhelming passion somehow, but again, I really feel like some of y'all engage with someone, because I said this is either you're doing too much, but the other energy is out here where you don't say enough, where someone really gets under your skin, or someone really upsets you, and you bite your tongue. You bite your tongue for the sake of keeping peace in the connection. Meanwhile, you have it in you. You know how to say it. You know how to express yourself, but you do not. You bite your tongue in this connection. You keep it to yourself. You don't tell this person how they affect you. If anything, you just get low and you get quiet. For some of you in one connection, you can't help but to go off on somebody. You so passionate about them so much. And that's because that's the person that you really fucking love. You can't stop. Something about this energy, you can't stop feeding into this connection, or another connection. You just want to be validated by somebody. You don't even love this person this way. You just want to be validated by someone who won't validate you. And I legit feel like when they make you feel some kind of way, you don't let them have it. You know, you may say certain things that have gotten bolder over time, but you don't really let them have it the way that you do someone who's really riding for you, someone who's really been there for you. That energy, why you letting this person slide? They don't do shit for you, or they ain't never really seen what it's like to be on the receiving end of your shit. Or, you know, you always keep it cute with them and they don't even deserve it. What they do is really malicious, or it's really intentional, or they're a lot more in tune, or a lot sharper than the other person that you get super mad at. That energy, that energy. But I just really feel like it's not fair, the way that you have to quiet yourself in the connection, and it's important that you let someone know when they're offending you, or that you see what they're doing, or that you're not feeding into them anymore. But what happens with that is, if you do that, that sends you on a spiral, or that is the beginning of the end. and you know it because you telling your truth. There's a lot of worry about your truth, telling your truth, sending someone else running, or if you dig a little deeper and you see that you say certain things and you're not valued when you do. This person doesn't care. They don't respond the right way, or the way that you need. You're going to be tested about whether or not you have to choose you or them. You're going to be asked to choose yourself. Hey, God is good. All right, all right, all right, all right. Don't scratch my walls. Get out. Go. You want to get out? Just say that. Freaking my cat. Yeah. What was I saying? I got distracted. What was I saying? Hi. What was I saying? I got distracted. Thank you. My cat's name is Obi, short for obsidian. Nah, she's about to tear my wall up. She scratches the wall. What was I saying though? Somebody tell me what I was saying. Yes? He's over there, baby. What was I saying? All I know is that I was talking about, that's what I was saying. That's I mean you're really quiet in a certain connection, because if you speak up and you say something, you know it's the beginning of the end, or you know that the Spirit's going to force you to really look deeper at that connection and really ask yourself why you still are open to it. Some of you are either the person runs the other way because this is what they do. Yeah, heavy on the interruptions, but usually I remember my downloads. I could just be that tired. I know y'all can see it in my fucking eyes. I'm exhausted. Yet, yeah, I can't fucking sleep. The dream's been insane. The dream's been insane. Pisces season, my sleep been wild. I hope y'all sleeping with water by y'all beds, or a bowl of water under y'all bed, or a cup of water next to y'all beds. But yeah. So look. Heavy on the having to walk on eggshells in a connection, or y'all been doing this up until now to keep the peace because you don't want to say the wrong thing when you set a boundary and this person go the other way, or you don't want to have to really ask yourself, what fucking purpose does this connection have in your life? Because if you really ask yourself, you can't answer it. All that, my twin shit, my twin flame, yada yada yada. If somebody is not good for you, it's an unhealthy connection for you. Having to ask yourself why you got this person in your life when they make you feel this way. It gets real fucking uncomfortable. It gets real fucking uncomfortable when you start asking yourself the hard questions about this person, or when you start setting boundaries with this person, because it's like a slippery slope is how I don't know how to say it. Once you start, there ain't no coming back from that, or it changes the energy. Or even the fact that once you say something that sets a certain boundaries, someone then withdraws energy somehow so that they can manipulate you. They they go out their way to make sure that you don't fucking question them again, or try that shit again, or they ice you out, yo. They ghost you. They give you the silent treatment, or whatever it is. Their energy shifts. It's fucked up. Yeah, this is why you gotta say something, so that you can be real about the connection. They do that shit so that, and they do it for so long until, so that you don't want to upset them again. You don't want to speak up again because you miss them. You don't want to go without speaking to them again. You don't want to be separate. You don't want to be separate from them that long. And meanwhile, it's not even about it's not even about commitment material. I was talking about this shit earlier. I said that this person that I'm talking about ain't giving y'all nothing. I said this. Absolutely nothing to offer. Meanwhile, y'all don't give this person hell. Y'all be so kind and gentle with this person. You don't unleash on this person the way you unleash on somebody else who's really there. Whether this person fucks up or not, they're there. It's the person who's the illusion that gets it the easiest. That's what we want to change. The person who's not really showing up when you're quiet, when you're not okay, when you don't reach out first. When you don't reach out first, when you don't check on them, really asking yourself how deep and heavy are the connections? How deep and heavy are these connections? How deep and heavy are these conversations at this point? Y'all be there. I said what I said. Y'all be thinking like, oh my God, this person, I gotta keep this person in my life. Why? What the fuck they add into your life? What they really be saying to you? What do they really be saying to you that you can't get in your sisters? That you can't get in platonic connections that aren't messy, don't have messy history or a messy undertone to them somehow. There's some shit out here where y'all really being asked to be real with yourself. That's that. Maybe it's me. Yeah. Yeah, beloved. It's okay. Why? Why do I keep this connection around? How does it benefit me? Some of you, this person don't even be talking to you about shit. They're sending you fucking memes all day. They're sending you videos all day, reels, IG posts all day. They don't even fucking talk to you about nothing. They don't got nothing to say. This is how they engage you. Someone love bombs when you pull away. As soon as they got your attention, they off that. As soon as you busy, you doing something, and then they love bombing you, and then they making sure they trying to you're scrambling to get your power back. Get your power back. They scrambling to get your attention. It's ridiculous. Nobody has time for this at this point. This energy is out here, and the problem is engaging in this connection somehow, even though some of y'all know, even though in knowing this shit ain't going nowhere. That's the crazy part. Being aware. Totally. This ain't going nowhere. This connection is not meant to go anywhere. I'll never be with this person. I'm not supposed to. It's y'all like full blown, like aware. Hyper aware. And so then asking yourself, what connection, what purpose does the connection serve? What's the purpose? I feel like going into the moon in Leo, this shit's going to intensify. Keeping people in your life that don't genuinely appreciate you. That's that Leo moon shit. Leo moon people can't have people in their life that aren't appreciative of them. That won't show it. You won't give me my flowers. You won't tell me how you feel about me. You don't congratulate me. You don't celebrate my wins. Because I meet all of my own needs. Physical needs, the only thing he's good for. What the fuck do I want to... Oh, listen. What do I want to sleep with a man that ain't good for nothing but giving me dick? I don't care what I could do for myself. And I can do everything for myself. I don't need a man to do nothing for me. What do I want with a man They can't do anything for me but give me heartache and headache. 44:33 on the clock when I said that. You know how many men out here that gonna make sure you satisfied sexually and can support you emotionally, can really hold space, can have amazing conversation, can stimulate your mind, is it really in tune with God, really tapped in spiritually, understands you, has an amazing relationship with their family, takes care of their body, fucking eats right, ain't afraid of commitment. Child, the list can go on. Also, you think that dick good? That dick is not that good. It's not. I said it. It's not. You think that dick good, so you let it go, and then you get some healed dick. Until you get some divine dick. That shit hit different. That ain't it. That unhealed masculine dick ain't it. We think it is. It's not. They literally humping all their fucking trauma into us. I got no time. I'm trying to heal my womb. How the fuck can I heal my womb if you keep polluting it? You think you gonna heal your problem? Listen, let me shut the fuck up. He thinking he gonna find it in the bottom of mine. He's not. I don't care if he's hitting that spot. He's not. Anyway, I'm gonna get up off here. Cause I didn't mean to be here this long. I love y'all. It's your girl Mercy, the Big Buddy Benz. We're gonna tell them the Big Buddy High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Everything you know about me is in the description box below, beloved. Come find me if you need me. Peace.